Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalvis, and we return to a very special episode of Carnivores Genesis. Now, this is basically going to be Carnivores Genesis Redux, because this is actually the alpha build for what Saurian Target's working on for a new sort of revamp of Carnivores Genesis. So, let me read over everything that is in this build. And I do want to reiterate, I did say it last episode, I'll say it this one as well. This is still an alpha playtesting build, so there's not a public release of this stuff yet. As soon as it does, I'm sure Saurian will let you know, and I'll do my best to let you know as well. But anyway, let me get to what is going to be in this one. So this build contains a new Gallimimus, which was ported in by ISBC, who's no longer a part of the community. There is going to be a new Dilophosaurus, which was modeled and animated by Starfreak, with sound effects and sounded by Beat Beat. The Reborn Rifle, Revolver, and Laser Rifle were all modeled and animated by That One Cactus. The Reborn Sniper was modeled and animated by Mert Burt, who has been following the channel for a while now, and we're very thankful to have you, and also be able to showcase your work here. And the bonus animal was modeled by Power Rex and animated by Starfreak. So you can see there are a few things that have gone into this build that we'll take a look at. We can't really show off the bonus animal that much, so let's hop into Hunt. So, the big changes that we're going to be able to showcase are going to be the new Dilophosaurus, the Mantel... Oh, yeah, there is a little bit of a change of the picture there, so that's interesting to see. But we're going to do, let's see, it is the Revolver and Laser Rifle, so we can't quite do the rifle yet. So what we'll do is we'll just stick to these three, and then we'll do another hunt to show off the rifle as well. And this is basically... Saurian wants to kind of get some feedback on where the mod can improve, like what should be in a redux of Carnivores Genesis. My big thing wasn't really that the weapons needed a lot of change, although there's a laser rifle we can actually show off right now, which is a new, like, final endgame weapon, and I think replaces the alien crossbow sword. I think the rest are all mostly the same, but there has been some work done again on the revolver, the rifle, the sniper rifle, and the laser rifle. So that'll be very interesting to see in-game when we actually get up there. For now, there's only a few things, but everything's looking good. So my focus, again, would be redoing the early roster. Dilophosaurus, Carnotaurus, like T-Rex I think can keep, because T-Rex is always kind of like a staple dinosaur. But it's definitely the early start to the mod that I feel is a little more too familiar, like treading old ground still. It could use a little bit of work there, but anyway, we're here to see some new stuff as an exclusive sneak peek, so let's hop in and get to a brand new hunt of a new Dilophosaurus. Okay, so we're all loaded in here. Oh, and actually we can go up close to the Gallimimus to see how they look for a new model. And the revolver, oh yeah, it has a few differences from the other one. So you can see a little bit of the changes in place there. Oh, wow. Holy, okay, you are really, really good. Like, look at the new Gallimimus. Okay, if that's what we're going to see coming forward into Carnivores Genesis, that's going to be really, really good. Oh, actually, let me use the trick Mert taught me, which is that you can actually zoom in and out with the binoculars. So we'll try getting a bit close to the Gallimimus here without, like, spooking it off. But look at the detailing on it. That was really well done to be, like, brought over as it was. That's a great sign of what things might be going forward. Okay, but we also are here for a more showcase animal, which is the Dilophosaurus. And not around here. Okay, so we'll have to... Oh, right. Of course, the wind will probably be against us a bit, so we're going to go for a bit of a jog. Try to do a few calls to lure one out. And hopefully get one down and be able to really show off what the new Dilophosaurus looks like. Because I actually have no idea what he's going to sort of appear like. I don't know if it's mostly trying to replicate the replicate the Dilophosaurus that's in the mobile version of Carnivores, or it's going to be trying to almost make a brand new staple animal. So we'll see. Okay, we got a reply, so this will probably be our little bit of a sneak peek towards what we might have to see. Oh, no, I want to keep the HUD on. I just meant to stop shift. I keep getting those confused because I always have the, so used to caps lock being the way I sprint in games, so... Okay, it's just up ahead. Oh, did the bow get... I almost think the bow's got a little bit of a retexture because it looks more like a gray a gray camouflage in color than the one I remember from Genesis, or like public release Genesis. The Redux one looks a little more gray and see, I want to say duller in color, but not like duller as the connotation sometimes has with it. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Uh-oh. The reply stopped. Why did the reply stop? Oh, actually, another change is that if we look in the top left, the ammo count on the pistol is reduced as well. Now it is actually just like 6 rounds. Because in base Genesis... Oh, just Gallimimus. Just because of the plant in the way, I thought it was something else. Oh. Okay, there's the Dilophosaurus out there. In base Genesis, the pistol actually, I think, has... I think 1 round a clip is almost like 10 shots. I feel like it's 6 and 4. Okay, you can definitely tell there's a lot more like texture work and detail into this Dilophosaurus that stand out from a distance more. Yeah, so he's just up there. And not exactly running away, which is good, but not exactly approaching either. Oh, no, never mind. It looks like, yeah, he's gone. Shoot. I'm really surprised because the wind doesn't look like it was in that direction, and we still have the, like, our modifiers to keep our, like, visual detection and scent detection reduced, so it must just have been from hearing, I think. It could have even been that because we called it, drew its attention more to our area. So basically seems like, kind of like how the last episode ended, I'm going to have to be a little more aggressive in trying to piss it off to come after us. So we'll see if we can do that using the pistol instead of the bow. I think 1 shot will probably be enough to make it get angry and come after us, but we'll see. So the pistol is reduced to the actual ammo count of like having 2 full rounds. Like, okay, well, he did get us, surprisingly, so more health than the other ones, but you can really see a much better pattern, so I'm going to restart. Okay, so we're all loaded in here now, and hopefully the next Dilophosaurus we get will... Well, we actually do get the Dilophosaurus next time. It did sort of seem like for the current public release of Genesis, that either Dilophosaurus had a mortal zone or it was kind of fragile, because we were able to take down with, I think, a couple of shotgun shots or even 1 or 2 rounds with the old pistol. It definitely didn't go down with that this time around, though, so I think it's gotten a little bit of a health bump up there. Nope, okay, sounds like it's actually up this way. So I also have to remember to count our shots, because that is a long reload animation on the pistol, which is... Oh. Okay, it's running off, so we're going to give pursuit. Like, the reload animation was pretty quick in the public release of Genesis, so the pistol was pretty fast at being able to take down a lot of things easy. Whereas in the Redux right now, it does seem like the pistol is best saved as it was meant for, like, Dinosaur Hunter Reborn, where you'll want to instead just pull it out when it's more like a last-minute approach, try to get some heavy impact power. Oh, you stop being a little coward and get over here, you... Oh. Okay, well, maybe I don't need you specifically. Yeah, there's one shot with the bow. There's two. You're still coming. There's three. Okay, so they are definitely tankier. But yeah, the model looks pretty similar, although I can see the crest seems a little more pronounced on it. But the texture work has definitely received an update. It's still very reminiscent of the public release, but it almost like pops a little more from a distance. Like one of the things about majority of the carnivores dinosaurs and that you go up and see. How many do I have? 4 shots left in the pistol. Hopefully I can actually land some of those before they get too close. One of the things with carnivores is as you get closer to the dinosaurs, you sort of see more of the, like, pixelation and stretching of textures. But if you're from a distance, they actually kind of work a bit better. I think it's just kind of like how older styled games and that worked in general. Oh, you're having a few problems out there, so maybe we can actually get close and pop a few off on you. And then we'll take him down, and then we'll go with the... Oh, actually, I think even the Brachiosaurus out there might have had some work done to it, because I don't quite remember the striping on it, so that might even be new, too. Okay. I mean, I may very well be mistaken. This is just a little changelog I have right now for credits of what other people have worked on. Yeah, so... nothing else is around here. So here's the Dilophosaurus in another view. And you can see it's more of a camouflage splotch pattern that is much easier, in my opinion, to actually distinguish, like, the shapes a bit on it. So it does feel like the quality has stepped up a little bit more in the texture for what the dinosaur is, or what Dilophosaurus is. Yeah, the Brachiosaurus I do think is new, or there's something done that's a little different. Well, aside from him being able to swim, perhaps. I've never actually gone underwater to see the Brachiosaurus just kind of hover as it does. But the head looks like there's quite a bit more to it, because I don't remember the other Brachiosaur having, like, you can see the mouth as much as it is. Oh, it might have just been the angling. Okay, so that was our first hunt of the Dilophosaurus, and we still have the rifle we can show off. So we are going to head back to the menu. I'll clock in the rifle, and we'll go out and see what it's like. Okay, we're back in the menu quickly, so we'll take the rifle, and I guess the revolver. A nice pairing pair, just back to the woods, everything looks good. So, it took 3 shots with the bow to take one down. We'll see how the rifle does, because the rifle was one that felt like it was a pretty powerful one. But we'll see how we kind of go in with another hunt, so... everything's looking pretty good. We're going to hop into this hunt and take a second little glance at the Dilophosaurus and see what the rifle looks like. I have a new game for you guys to play. Can you spot the death? You can see somewhere on the screen is something that's going to kill us. I'll give you a few seconds. 3, 2, 1. So what is about to kill us is that little tail to the left, because that's a Dilophosaurus that we spawned literally right beside. So let's see how this goes. As expected. But anyway, let's restart and actually take a good look at the rifle. Okay, bad news is we are still right beside the Dilophosaurus. So we have to restart again. We're not having good luck so far, although the rifle has a lot of shots to it. Let's restart. Okay, are we actually clear? It looks like we are finally clear, and this is definitely a change from the C1 rifle. Now this one, from the description, is more modeled after the Carnivores Dinosaur Hunter Reborn rifle, and I can really see that. I'm not sure how powerful it is. So we're going to try to see if we can find Dilophosaurus with some distance that we can actually try getting a few shots into it. and see how it does. But I do think that the Dilophosaurus in the public release is a little bit more fragile than the Redux, which I think is pretty good. No, just another Gallimimus. Like, one of the things about the sort of curving of the game is you want the animals to be a little tougher the further along you go, so you feel like you are getting more of a challenge every time. The Dilophosaurus in the public release, because it is as fragile, it'd be a great way to, like, really farm points and go through, but it might seem a little too easy for an animal that takes that long to get to. Okay, we've got ourselves... Oh yeah, look at him up there. Oh, you're running away, aren't you? You cowardly little bugger. I've seen the Sinraptors have more balls than you do. Get back here. I'm not done shooting you yet. I haven't even started shooting you yet, actually. Well, I feel like the Dilophosaurus model might actually be even a little more upright than the vanilla one. Like, this one almost does seem like the crest and the head is higher in elevation, so it looks like more like an imposing sight in the area, or when you see one through the woods like that. Oh, is that a Utah raptor? It is. It just has a bit of the texture glitch on him. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so it's 3 shots, then you have to do a reload. Okay, there we go, though. Yeah, sometimes when you load into a game, you might have some texture glitches like this. I don't think there's really much that can be super done about it. I think it just kind of happens time to time. Like, I've done all the compatibility stuff I can for it, so it might just be a small thing like that. I know I've had that also in some of the other Carnivores mods I've tried, like Jurassic Park Revolution was one that had that issue to it. I wish I could, like, reload this, but I guess I can't. So we're probably going to have a moment... Oh yeah, like, look at that behavior. That standing up and looking around, I think, is definitely new. I don't remember the other Dilophosaurs having that kind of uniqueness to them. Or if they did, I didn't really get a good look at it, so my apologies. I may actually just be hyping up something that was already there. Oh, you're making it pretty tough to get a nice view to you. Oh, yeah, they're definitely a lot tougher this time around, so I think that's good. I still would like to try to get at least one of them, so we're going to restart. Okay, so these guys are definitely quite a bit tougher than their other iteration. And they really do, again, to me, feel like they are fleshed out as their own unique animal. This is where I think Genesis, whether it's the public release or the Redux that's being in development right now, I think this is where it's going to claim more of its own footing as being a unique mod. As the dinosaurs are... I don't really see these ones as being reskins as much. Like, I know I've gone after Lily and Sternus, and they do have some quite a few similarities in, like, the body build and that, but I'd still probably say, in my opinion, Dilophosaurus is different enough from the Lily and Sternus, the Triassic, to be unique to Carnivores Genesis. And I think that's going to carry through with the Carnotaurus and the well, definitely Mantelodon as the bonus animal. Okay, where'd you go? You're still somewhere over there. Oh, you coward! Get your butt back here! God, I thought... When you read the dinosaur descriptions, it sounds like it should be the Sinraptors that are the ones who are more prone to running away, but it doesn't really seem like that. Basically, seems like you have to get a shot, and then they get pissed off, and they decide, okay, I'm actually going to come after you. Whereas this time it's, oh no, that idiot's an endangered species. I don't want to go after him. It's too easy. Let's see if we can actually change its mind to think, endangered or not, it's going to come after us. Okay, it sounded like it actually was maybe over this way. I wonder, too, if maybe the rifle has also been... Maybe it's been dialed back in firepower, but it's been increased in accuracy. Because I know, playing through the public version of Genesis, the rifle was basically two-shotting, like the Ankylosaur, the Parasaur, some of the early guys like that. What the hell are you doing out there, dum-dum? Okay, yeah, there's nothing else around us, so we just have... You gonna get angry and come back to shore? No, it does not actually look like it, does it? Good lord. Yeah, it's not like we even have a faster swim speed to get out to him easier, do we? He's literally just... He noped out on us. He literally just said, nope, I don't want to deal with him. And just, like... Oh, you don't nope me. I'm coming after you. Actually... Oh god, this is going to be horrible to try aiming with to get him. That's right, you come back here. God, I thought trying to aim on land was difficult. I'm just trying to tick him off so that way he actually just, like, comes towards us, but... Okay, finally got him down. Okay, well, I'm not going all the way out there. We're just going to get back to shore, head back, and end the episode there. Like, good lord, though. It was the bugger. He just literally said, nope, I don't want to go after you. I'm running away. I'm going for a swim. God, how rude they are sometimes. Oh, just Gallimimus. Yeah, just Gallimimus out there. Okay, well, let's get back to shore because we were able to show off everything we have up to this point that's really been in the build. So there might be some other stuff I'm not quite aware of yet, but I don't want to do too many of the Redux episodes, just so that way there's little sneak peeks and give Saurian Target and anybody else who's collaborating with him for the mod's development some breathing space and time to work at their best pacing. So we'll head back from here, leave the Dilophosaurus drowning out there, and that'll bring this episode of Carnivores Genesis Redux to a close. So if you guys have feedback on how to improve Carnivores Genesis as a mod, what you'd like to see different, any feedback whatsoever, be sure to leave in the comments, not just for myself, but also for Saurian Target, as him and I are going to collaborate and try to get feedback going through as a playtester and see where you guys feel improvements can be made. So be sure to leave any tips or advice you have for how Carnivores Genesis can climb its way up towards some of the top spots of Carnivores modding by leaving comments right down below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can with feedback or just thanking you for your submission. Until I see you all next episode of Carnivores or anything else on the channel, Survivors and Hunters, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.